Hello there, guys. It's your boy Newbie, and I just wanted to let you guys know about last week's spec, just in case you missed it. So I'm dropping this video, and I'm giving you guys the spec from last week. So stay tuned and enjoy the spec. All right, guys. Well, I hope you still have some popcorn, and I hope you have at least half a Corona or something. But we are going to get into Newbie spec, but this is just spec in my opinion. Let's get started. Again, guys, usually when I spec, it's usually a book I'm looking for, buying, or I believe in. So take it for what you will. I never want to advise anybody to buy a book. That is not why we do this, any of us. So just keep that in mind, okay?
I haven't seen these slides, so I'm curious which books you're showing.
Yeah, for sure. First book is a book I've been talking about for a few weeks, but we got Fantastic Four, number 27. The biggest important factor of this is the first meeting of Fantastic Four and Doctor Strange. Like I've said in the past, I think Doctor Strange is going to be the leader moving forward with all these projects, movies, and characters. Raw copies are super undervalued for early Fantastic Four. But you've got copies selling for $40 to $60 Canadian, 12 center, again, early Fantastic Four. You've got all of them on the cover there. You got Namor, you got Fantastic Four, and you got Doctor Strange all in green. I don't know, man. I think this is a super undervalued book. I know that team-ups and meetings don't necessarily translate to much.
It depends. It depends. You saw the one with Thor and Silver Surfer, right? That cover.
I wasn't done, Hyper. I wasn't done. I was going to say it technically doesn't. However, there is some that do. Take it away, Hyper.
Well, okay, that was my cue. Okay, yeah. So there are certain team-ups that obviously do make a difference. Like you saw the Submariner, Iron Man.
Yep.
Thor, Silver Surfer, first meeting between, and a lot of the times when Spidey meets an arch nemesis for the first time, that's also like when Spidey meets Doctor Doom for the first time, that issue is also kind of very popular. And when Spidey meets Incredible Hulk for the first time, so there are certain moments when characters meet each. And okay, let's even go even. This is by no means in the same league, but I'm just kind of giving you like a small example. Riri meeting Shuri. Lately, that's taken off just because it's a meeting of the two, and because they also kind of share that same intellectual mind space. A lot of speculation is that they might somehow collaborate in the MCU. So
I've got that book.
Yeah, so
Ironheart number 9.
Exactly. So we're not saying that all meetups are valid from a speculative sense, but there are some meetups that can hold some merit. And this one, of course, Strange is part of the Illuminati, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So Reed Richards is also
Richards. Yeah.
So you have that going for it as well.
Buy-in right now. You guys always hear me talking about buy-in. This is what I mean. Buy-in super low, especially if you're looking to make money off of it. Again, my opinion is very biased because outside of Iron Man, I'm a big Fantastic Four fan. So for me, it's a no-brainer, right? Sam is always good with the eBay stuff when we make things. So right now people are selling Fantastic Four 27 for 170. So it might have gone up. Maybe people are, picking up what I'm putting down kind of thing. Or it's just a very high grade. But yeah, I may just be on the lookout for. I've seen this book not dollar bins, but I've seen this book on people's shelves for like 40, 50, 60. I think the highest I saw was 85, but it was like super nice grade, right? So just keep that in mind. Next book is, I didn't even put the title. So it's Kitty Pryde and Wolverine number 5. Appearance of Shadowcat. Kitty Pryde is Shadowcat. I believe she shows up as Shadowcat first. That is not a joke. Raw copies sell, it's actually supposed to be 50 cents, not 5 cents. Raw copies literally sell for like 50 cents to like $5.
Yeah.
I can't say too much. I can't say too much right now.
You could probably pick up this entire 6-issue set for like $30, right? Or less, I think.
30? man, I can get it for way cheaper, like multiple copies, like multiple. Ever in Kitchener, they got a warehouse there. They literally have every issue, like at least 10, 15 copies. Well, not anymore, but they had almost 15 copies of every book.
Not until Newbie hit it.
Yeah, I went there. I will show you guys. Fuck. I'll just show you right now.
Yeah, that's this is what you call having faith. Yeah. But then again, it's not like I don't think we spent like cover price for each one. So
12. I got 12 copies.
12 copies
of this issue, and each book. And again, I will only pick it up if it is like super high grade. So these are 9.6s or 9.8s. But I literally picked those up for 50 cents a pop. That's it.
Yeah, of course, that's why you grabbed 12.
And that's the only reason I did. They were 50 cents a pop. And again, guys, I don't really spec on stuff that I wouldn't want other people to. So yeah, there you go. Perfect example. Super low buy-in in great spec. Yeah, that's what it is. The buy-in. Yeah. So, yeah, and guys, this one is out there. Like I know I say, a lot of YouTubers will say, hey man, this one's you can find this in the dollar bins. No. I always pride myself on it, and it's no knock to any YouTuber or anybody putting content out. But like the books I talk about, if I literally say they're in dollar bins, it's literally because they are in dollar bins. Next book, and hopefully I have the title up. I'm embarrassed now. Yes.
Oh, I actually have this one. This one I actually have.
Oh, really? Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. So we got Loki, Agent of Asgard #2. This one is catching fire. It's been catching fire for a while. But yeah, so we got the first appearance of the woman Loki, raw copy selling between $25 and $40 Canadian. Show is coming June 11th, 2021. Show equals what? That the books will be high. What do I mean by that? Look at what WandaVision did to Wanda, Scarlet Witch, and Vision books. They just skyrocketed. So I think the same thing will happen when it comes to Loki stuff. This is a good start right now. $25, low end, $50 maybe max. Not a bad buy-in.
Here's the thing with this book. Before Christmas break, I drove like 30, 40 minutes to an LCS because I was trying to find another place to do my back issue hunting, just a new hunting ground. I drove 30 minutes to the shop, was super disappointed with what I saw in the back issues. And I felt like I got to find something so I don't go empty-handed. So I think this was like one of the only books that I picked up in that run. See this, it kind of makes it a bit better because I think I only spent like $2 on this issue.
Man, that's crazy. Sam is saying that someone is selling a 9.9 CGC for $150.
But my question is if it actually will sell. Because if it's selling,
I think it could wait a bit, but like I'm interested to see where that is when the Loki show comes, right? Or when we get more trailers for it, like close to May, where the book is, right? Because that's what's going to happen. Look at what happened with Wanda, right? Like it just happens. It's what happens in our community, right? Next up, we got a funny story about this book. So let's talk about what the book is first. So we got Marvel Comics Presents number 72. What is it? Well, it's the origin of Wolverine. So if you can't afford a Hulk 180, if you can't afford Hulk 181, what's the next best thing? This one. It's the origin. Raw copies in high grades sell anywhere between 20 and 40. I think a 9.6 CGC goes on eBay for about 160, 170 Canadian.
Wow.
But, oh, shoot, I should have had this ready. Oh, here we go. Boom. I picked up 2 copies. 2 copies, both 9.6, 9.8 candidates. I found those at a flea market for $2.
Okay, so I was off. I was half right.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, man. Because I think I've seen these floating around for like $10 or so in my area.
Yeah. So I pressed them. I'm guaranteed a 9.6, 9.8. I graded them for $45. didn't really spend much, man. Like it's crazy to me. But I do think that that book has legs. I really do,
Yeah.
because once Wolverine or anything of him shows up or we're introduced to it, 181 is already going crazy. 180 will go nuts, and then when people can't afford either, this book will go a little crazy.
This is one of those books that you do find a lot of cons and a lot of dealers have these books in their stands. But I always thought that this book was always undervalued.
Yeah, super undervalued too, guys. So that's something to take into consideration. And like I said, I've got it, I've owned it, so that's always good. All right, next book we've got Fantastic Four number 19. What the hell is this, newbie? Well, it is the first appearance of Ramatat. For those of you that don't know and are got your pencil going or keeping score, but Kang is actually Ramatat. Kevin Feige actually doesn't have my phone number anymore, so we don't really talk. But my opinion is we see Ramatat first. And here's why. He's a time traveler. He's from the Pharaoh time, so we could see him first. Then we see Kang, things like that. I know the rumor is and has been confirmed that they have an actor who's playing Kang. I know that Kang is confirmed to be in Ant-Man. Here's the thing. I don't think we see Kang at all. I think that was just another, I really do think that they are going to use that quantum realm, all that, time travel stuff where we see him and then we see all the Kang stuff. I think Kang has the ability to be like the Thanos thing where we see him in multiple projects for a little bit. Yeah, I really do. But I also think it starts off as Ramatat. And again, this is a 12 center early Fantastic Four. 3.5 sells for $300 Canadian. It's not a bad buy-in. I know it's a little pricey from the fact that I just went from like a $2 to $10 book to a $300 book, but you're talking about Fantastic Four early Ramatat. They're out there. A lot of them are beat up. It's pretty hard to find mid to high grade books in this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But again, I think this is one of those books that even low end will see a jump. So when that happens, and I think you probably have until Ant-Man for this book. I really do. Because I think that we're not going to get Kang. I think we're going to get Ramatat. They'll say he's Kang, and then like whatever happens, happens. But it'll build some traction and some money on this book. I really do. Someone is selling an 8.5 for 3,800 plus. Oh my! All right, so let's say 3,900. Let's say $4,000.
I like how you put $60 just for shipping.
Yeah. Damn, man, that's crazy to me. So that is newbie Spec. All right, guys, that was the Spec from last week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, leave a comment below and get ready for the Sunday night new comic book day news and Spec show. All right, guys.